Okay, I'm going to record tonight only because I'm not having a team meeting, a team call next week because it's the holiday week. And so much is happening with me and with what's going on with my business. And honestly, hey there, I just turned my recording on. How are you, Blake?
Okay. Good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. I can't see you. There's your face.
There you go.
Awesome.
I need to turn this up. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay. I was just saying that I'm not going to have a team call next week. I'm recording this because there were several people who reached out and told me that they were either traveling or they were working tonight. So I'm going to record. So thanks for getting on, Blake. So no call next Monday. And I think I'm probably going to do one the following week. I don't know what's happening with all of you, but this January begins right now. For those of you who have been a health coach in January, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who haven't been a health coach in January, and maybe you became a health coach just as the new year was starting last year, this is huge. And I'm gonna point the finger right at Blake because he's on the phone. We've talked about this in the past in being consistent, persistent with your postings, with your pictures, and you have stepped up, Blake. You have done great. And I know, let me just ask you, do you feel like it's a ton?
No, I don't. No.
Good. Because remember, we've talked about that, right? With the algorithm stuff. I'll see something like a picture of you and your daughter or you and your wife and your daughter, and it'll come up on my news feed. And honestly, I click on it to go to your page to see, because I'm your health coach, I'm your mentor, and I want to see what you've posted. I get on Facebook 2 or 3 times a day, and I have missed some of the posts that are showing up in your feed. So if I miss it, the people who are not on all the time are really missing it. So good. I'm glad that you don't feel like you're doing it too much, because you're doing a great job, and it's a great blend of Take Shape for Life, of healthy stuff, of family stuff, of exercise. It's a great blend. You're doing a great job. Who joined us on the telephone?
It's me, Gwen. Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hi.
Okay, we're just talking about posting on Facebook because our January begins now. This is when we plant the seeds. And
okay.
It's really, really, I was just giving Blake some pats on the back because he's done a great job. He's done a great blending of posting about his personal life, posting about exercise, posting about his business, and some before and after pictures and some stories. You've just done a great job. So we have to lay that groundwork now, because if we don't, then the people that come the 1st of January are looking for something. They have no idea what you're doing and what you have to offer, because they just don't, because you haven't talked to them, because you haven't gotten the word out. So I would say to make sure that you're posting regularly, and regularly is not one post each day and then on the 5th day a healthy post. I mean, it can be 5 posts in a day, and at the end of the day something healthy, or a tip about drinking water, or and then kick it up and put some before and after pictures, and use yourself or use me. I hadn't done that in a while, and I put my before and after. I was going through, my sister needed pictures for her and her sons. They were going to some event Saturday. So I was in the closet digging through, the olden days, we have paper pictures in the closet. And I was going through those pictures, and I found that old relay picture of me right out. I mean, under that hat that I'm wearing, I have hardly any hair at all. And I thought, holy cow, I think those are 20s. Those jeans that I'm wearing in that picture, those are 20s that was just It was just amazing to me. And I still am taken aback when I see pictures like that, because now it's coming up that I've been living with this. It's 4 years now that I've lost my weight, and it'll be 5 years in March that I started program. So it's really one of those things that the power of pictures is just amazing, and specifics. And so if you want to use me, use me, and again, anybody that you see, with the exception of anything anybody posts and away we go, that's confidential. But any health coach that you are friends with on Facebook, if you see anything that's compelling, any picture or story, again, though, don't share, because if you share, then it takes your world to that coach. You want to save that picture, and you want to copy the content and then upload the picture in a new post and copy the post back on your page. But I would highly recommend you doing that and really getting the word out about that people know you're doing it. Some people might know you've lost weight with it, or your numbers are good, but they might not know that you're paying it forward yet. So I would say that that's important. I also would say that it's really, really important for you to pick up the phone and talk to every single client, every single one. I've done it. I did 20 of them. I have hundreds, and I did 20 of them over the weekend. And I got voicemails for probably 90% of them. Hey, it's Gwen. We haven't talked in a while. First of the year's coming, fresh start. Just want to make sure that, I can't help you with anything that's going on. Give me a ring, text me, message me if you want to, chat about your health goals. That's all I've said. I've just reaching out. If you'd like a regular call, let me know. Really, I talked to, I think maybe 4, and I called 20. So I guess that's better odds than 90%. But, it's just really, really important. If you've been a bad coach, if you've not followed up and you've not talked to your clients, take ownership of it. Say, you know what? I just got off of a training call with my mentor coach tonight, and I've not been doing you a service. I kind of left it up to you, and you didn't call, and I got busy, and I'm here to tell you that I'm sorry, because support is a huge part of this, and I'm here to make it right. So what would be a good day and time for us to chat? And if not weekly, every other week. How about we just talk every other week? I have 2 gals that I talked to last week, and actually I saw them in person. I have 2 local gals that kind of fell off. They're not phone talkers. So you know what? 2 every other week, I'm going to meet them for coffee. They are, the one said, I want to go back to Weight Watchers because I really feel like I need a meeting. Except that she went to Weight Watchers and she's not doing the point. She's eating the MetaFast food and she's going to the Weight Watchers meeting. So she lost 3 pounds last week, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, you lost 3 pounds. Oh my gosh. Well, no shit. She's doing MetaFast. I'm sorry about my French. It's like, but she needs that camaraderie, and she needs that. So she's going to continue to do that. And I have told her that every other week we're going to meet for coffee. So that's just, I'm going to do that for her. And it's 30 minutes. I said I can do 30 minutes every other week. So I'm going to drive 15 minutes to Riverbank, my little coffee shop just in the little neighboring town. And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to give her a hug. She's the one I took pictures of, Rebecca Weaver. I didn't even recognize her. If she hadn't called my name, I had not seen her in so long. I just talked to her on the telephone. I would not have recognized her. She's changed her hair. It was just amazing. So anyway, and she just wanted to pose out in front of Starbucks, and we were taking side shots, and it was really amazing. So anyway, I would highly encourage you to reach out to your clients and find out what they need. If there's somebody local that you can see once a month, or do a Zoom call, these are easy, you guys. Do a Zoom call, do a client call, do a client support call. If you want to talk about something, do it, send an email out or call all your people and say, we're just going to do a little 20-minute Zoom call. We're just going to talk about a chapter in the book. Step up. It might be something that because this is like being at a meeting. Being on these Zoom calls is like being at a meeting. So I think and we need to talk about that too, because I think that might be something that we need to step forward. I need to step forward as your mentor, and we maybe need to do a client support call for Away We Go. So we can do a Zoom call once a week. We can all take turns leading it. whatever the chapter is of the week, we can talk about it and have everybody, all the clients talk about it. And there might only be 2 clients on one week, but then again, there might be 20 the next week. So we need to talk about that too. We need to, and I'm going to put this in the recording, and then we'll chat about it in Team Schmidt and see. How do you guys feel about that? Any input, Blake?
So you want to invite people in Away We Go to do a Zoom call?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
A client support call.
Okay, a client support call.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's could be 4 of my clients and 22 of yours.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Could be 6 a year. It doesn't matter. They're all in the same program.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, that'd be interesting. That'd be something new.
Yeah.
Different to do.
Yeah. And it would give that, it would really connect and I mentioned this, I've mentioned it before, and I mentioned it to this client that I spoke to, the one that's going to Weight Watchers, and she said, well, I don't know if I could figure that out. And I said, you know what? I would help you figure it out. You bring your phone and I'll help you load it when we meet, and we'll figure it out. Honestly, it's not hard, because all you have to do is send them the zoom.org or whatever the thing is in an email link, and they just click on it, or we'll put it in Away We Go, and tell them that they're going to set it up. Anyway, be thinking about that. And we can I'll be happy to lead them. And other coaches can come on, and then if I can't do it, you guys are all perfectly capable of leading a 20-minute support call. You're just going to ask them. So just like you do, it's just like the phone call that you do, right? So, hey, how was your week? Yay, okay, good. Any challenges? And you're just going to say that. Take roll, write people's names down, call them by name. So, any challenges in this week? Anybody have any issues? And then I would, honestly, what I would say is that if they said, oh yeah, I'm having a really hard time getting my water down. Any tricks? Or I can't get that oatmeal to come out right. I mean, how many times have we heard that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I would say, this is what I would do. Oh yeah. So anybody have any input? And let the clients do it. Let the other clients say, well, this is what I do. These are my tips. This is how I get my water down. Oh, yeah. Listen, this is how you mix the oatmeal. And let the clients talk about it. It's specific. And if it's something that if I weren't on the call and you were on the call and they asked something, I would say, you know what? I don't know your history. So I would encourage you, who is your health coach? I would ask that. And I would say, you know what, Sally, you need to talk to your health coach, because she's got your profile with all of your information in it. And I'll reach out to Sally and I'll reach out to your coach, Sally, and I'll let her know that you need to chat about that. Would that be okay? And then don't answer it. I mean, you'd be surprised at what some people want to talk about in public. And we don't want to do that. We just want to, and then, okay, so anything's coming up? What's coming up for you guys? What's out there? Just that kind of honestly, just like a check-in call with your clients, except that it's going to be a support call with Zoom. I think it just would be another layer. I think all of us, there are coaches out there who are from bigger communities and bigger cities, but most of us on our team come from small communities. And our people like to be supported like that. Now not everybody, somebody says, I don't have time to go to Weight Watchers meetings, right? I don't have time for Zoom calls. That's okay. You don't have to do it, but it's just another layer of support. And if we only have 3 or 4 people on, so what? It's 15 or 20 minutes. Honestly, it's not going to take long. So chew on that for a little while. Those of you who are listening on recording, comment please, and let me know what you think about that. Some other coaching teams are doing it. And some that are smaller than ours. So we have an abundance, and we have a lot of people who would really love to be on and share their knowledge and their enthusiasm. And that, I think it would be a good kickstart for the first part of the year. So Facebook posting regularly, calling your clients. If you've not been contacting them regularly, again, ask for grace. I'm sorry, it's been busy. I haven't done this. So things have kind of fallen through the cracks. Okay, that is that. I have to show you the new Meltdown Challenge is coming. If you've not already seen it in other coaches' postings, it is based on the Hunger Games. Oh, sorry, down 3.4 pounds tonight in the last week. Yahoo, one of my clients. Here's the banner, and I'm going to put this in Team Schmidt for you. Coming soon, it's the health games. It's a takeoff on the Hunger Games. I'm also going to give you this link that takes them here. And it has a countdown, which is great. Just giving them little snippets. And this is not long. This is 1 minute and 48 seconds. Support. It's just a nice little thing. It's just little snippets of stuff. So that's fun. So this, and it's starting on January 12th. Enrollment starts on the 1st, and the games begin on the 12th, and it's a 6-week challenge again. We have been assured that the technical difficulties will be taken care of. It's going to be the same as before, and there is no pressure for you to have your own room. If you want to have your own room, have your own room. If you all want to be in one room together, we can all be in one room together. But I think it's cool. I like the takeoff on the Hunger Games, and I like that they're giving us a little bit of time to get it out there. I like that. That kind of fell through the cracks the last time. We didn't have a lot of time. So this is going to be something that you can tease. You can put it on your Facebook page with that link for people to just teasing them, getting them out there. If you had people that you have before and after pictures from previous challenges, and we do, Billy was one of them, right? And you were one of them. You're a challenge baby, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. So I would definitely do that. If you have before and after pictures of people who were winners in challenges, if you wanted to put their pictures and stories in Team Schmidt for other people on Team Schmidt to borrow, that would be fabulous. But I would start with this. I would say, this is how I found Take Shape for Life with a health challenge like this, and this is coming. And I'd post that and post a little video. And then you don't have to do anything. You're just going to drip on them for a while. And then a couple of days or a few posts later, I would do it before and after. Here's one of our winners from our previous challenges. And then it's just really heartfelt stuff. It's the kind of thing where you can say, how many times have you woke up on New Year's Day? How many years have you done that and not had a vehicle to help you with your goals? I would be happy to talk to you about it. No strings attached. No high pressure. I would be happy to talk to you about that. And just speak like that in your posts. My posts, when I post them on Facebook, and even when I write my emails, are exactly the way that I talk. I type exactly that. I actually talk out loud most of the time when I'm writing them, because I don't want it to sound stale, and I want it to be chatty. I want them to know that it's coming from the heart. And it is. I don't want people to get cancer. I don't want people to die. I don't want people to have surgery. I don't want people to, have inflammation and wear out their joints because of the weight they're carrying around. I don't want my friends from high school to have high blood pressure and diabetes out of control. I don't want that. So I just speak from the heart when it comes to that stuff. So that's a really good, this challenge coming up is going to be really good. And this is how we started at the very beginning. Everybody was just in one big room, and it was a January challenge. That's how this all started, because people are looking for a vehicle. And this is a perfect thing for offices. If you work in an office, if your husband works in an office, if your wife works in an office, if your wife works at a school, if your husband works in a bus shed, anywhere where people are, okay, we're going to because what they're doing right now is they're eating all that crap that's in their places, thinking that January 1st it's going to be over. So you want them to know that we can create a team that can be on our team. Woohoo, we're going to have a great time. And this is when it's going to be, and this is what's going to happen. And we're going to have all of that information, and they're going to have another link to a coach training link with information, with stuff for flyers or, all that stuff that we had before. That's all coming. So that the banner just came out yesterday. So that's nice. So we're going to start seeing that around, just so you know. Okay. I want to show you one more thing because I know some of you are, and I know, Pammy, you can't see this, but you're going to watch the recording and see what I'm sharing.
Okay.
I had a friend, a health coach friend, tell me that she saw this post in a group that she was in. And she said, how fun would it be if you posted this and asked people for to be friends? So this is what it says. This is the post. It says, make new friends, post your name below, and and send a request to whoever likes it. So what I did tonight, and you post it in the groups that you're part of. So I went to my groups, and I don't know, I'm in a ton of groups. I'm in a couple of entrepreneurial groups. I'm in network marketing friends. I'm in small businesses. I'm in successful women's group in the 209 Central Valley. I'm in a breast cancer survivors group. So I went into my breast cancer friend tonight. I did this. I'm going to show you what I did. Sorry, Peg, here we go. And I scrolled down. Here, I put it right. Oh, this is the gal that just posted, but I posted underneath it. Oh, maybe. Sorry. I want you to see what I did. Okay, let me go up here. Okay. So here's what I did. Here's my breast cancer survivor. So I posted it. I put, I love making new friends, especially with my pink buddies. This sounded fun. Post your name as a comment below and then send a friend request to whoever likes it. Merry Christmas. And in the ones where they kind of have stingy admins, I said, I hope this is okay, admins. And most of them just said, sure. So here's what I did. So this is a picture. So I saved this picture and I just wrote Merry Christmas. So, and then underneath it, I put myself. See how I put look at all the people that have commented. See them all? So here I put myself. And then each one of these people who've put their names as a comment want to be friends with all of the people in our group. So just tonight, I've got 2, 4, 5, 6. Just since I posted that, an hour ago, I have 6 new friends. And that's only because I haven't been in here because I've been on the phone with you to look at all of these people. Do you see all these people? So all of these people want to be, so I'm going to like them. And they're all going to send me a friend request. And I'm going to be friends with all of these people outside of my breast cancer group because they don't see me outside. They don't see my posts if they're not my friend. So now they're going to all be my personal friend on Facebook, and I have just increased my audience by, tonight will probably be 15, and this is just one group. I did it to probably 6 groups. So, and I'm not friend requesting everyone. I did a few of them, but I'm having them request me because I don't want to be put in Facebook jail. Sometimes if you friend request too many, they'll put you in Facebook jail. Does that make sense? Any questions? Did that make sense, Blake?
So that's just a post, and you're asking them to put their name.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
You like it, they send you a request.
Yeah. Well, they put their name below. They put their name below, and if I like it, their job says, make new friends, post your name below. Send a friend request to whoever likes it.
Okay.
So they put their name down here. See how they put their names?
Yeah.
And see this, they have 3 and 4 likes. See them? This person has, so this person right here, Crystal, is going to send friend requests to me, Debbie Garrison, Doris Sistrelli, and Ruth McGowan.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So all of these people are going to be friends with all of the people who liked their name.
Okay.
Cool, huh?
I gotcha.
And it's not doing anything other than I love to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and I did it I went to my groups. And if you're not members of groups, you should look for groups that you like. If you're a hunter, if you're a runner, if you're a reader, if you're a diabetic, I did breast cancer survivor. I'm in a lymphedema group. These are all my groups that I'm in. Breast cancer survivor, Oakdale's Real Housewives online yard sale, grow your business here, vendor pals, network marketing, successful women, small business.
You put all your groups?
Your groups, I put them in ones that are not coach related, and I didn't put them in the yard sale ones.
Okay.
Because the yard sale people are a different clientele. I like to look for stuff there, but I don't. I'm going to do here stupid cancer, Southern California stupid cancer. I'm going to do it there. I mean, places where really be genuine. You know, I mean, this is a way to make friends, and yes, we're using it as a tool, but I don't want to be friends with yard sale people. I do want to be friends with cancer survivors. I do want to be friends with female entrepreneurs or female business owners. I do want to be friends with people who live in my 209 area code. I do want to be friends with people who have gone to Day on the Green concerts, you know, in the Oakland Coliseum when I was in high school in the 70s, because those people are my people. And I'm sure that I'm going to like what they have on their feed, most of them. If I don't, I'm going to hide them once they start to show up, you know? But it's be genuine. Don't put it in everything. Get in there and look at the members and kind of lurk a little bit and see if there are people in there you'd like to be friends with, right? So like everything, if you don't come out of it with a genuine interest in people, and I have that. I want to fill my feed. What's happening to my feed, because I haven't done this and I haven't made a lot of friends and I haven't been out there making new connections, my feed is filling up with health coaches stuff. And I don't need that. That's not what fills my cup. I love my health coach friends, but I need my feed when I turn it on in the morning to fill my cup with other things. And that's why we're careful about the 5-in-1 with us, right? Because a lot of coaches from different mentors out there around do more or only do that, are only using their Facebook page for business. So the only time I see them in my feed, all they put is business stuff. And that doesn't fill my cup. I don't want to do that. I want to see their kids at the beach. I want to see a picture of them when they were married on their anniversary. You know, I want to see that kind of stuff because that's what makes me happy and warms my heart. So thinking that way, that's how I post. That's what I post. That's what I post stuff. I changed my fingernail color tonight. I can't stand it. I don't wear colors on my fingernails and it's driving me crazy already. And it's only been on my fingernails for 2 hours. But all of my people know that the people who love me that are close to me know that. So it's like, and did you see? I mean, I've had like 55 women comment or talk about my fingernail color. So it's like, it's just fun stuff. And if you come at it like that, then when you do turn the tables and you are talking seriously, they think about you when someone comes into their life that needs something like this, right?
All right. Because
they know that Blake will take care of their friends. They know that Pam will be perfect for their mom or their sister or their dad or their brother or their son. You know, they know that we're going to do it because we're humans. That's the reason I don't have a business Facebook page. That's the reason that I bring what I do for a living because I'm passionate about it into my life on my Facebook page. And I don't encourage my coaches to do anything different. Now, if you don't want to use Facebook for your business, you don't have to, but boy, you're going to have to work hard in addition to that. This is a great tool. This liking thing is a great tool. The challenge is a great tool. But your client calls, you're going to have to do, and you have to make connections when you get out there. You know, you have to get new people into your world, and you have to move it to the phone because these people are all, it's great. They're all going to be in my auditorium, but they're not connected to me. They don't know me. So after a while now, I've got a lot of work going. I'm going to have probably 20 new friends by the middle of the week, and I have to work it. I'm going to have to, look on their pages and comment and get to know them a little bit. And then after I've been their friend for a while, I'm going to have to, probably, I can't keep mental notes anymore, write it down And then it's gonna be one of those, hey, would you do me a favor, in a message, and ask them if I can give them a quick call, and ask them if they'd be willing to, take a look at my website and do the collecting yes script. I mean, if I'm not out there in the world, and I'm not, because I'm working and I'm, doing all of this other stuff, then I have to get that through Facebook. But I can't do it just on Facebook. I have to take my Facebook contacts, they become my friends, and then I have to ask if they do me a favor. And we've talked about that before, right? As soon as you ask someone to do you a favor and they agree, in their mind, you're friends. There's just no getting back. There's no getting out of it. You're friends then. I mean, I see people that I know recognize me from Facebook. I have no idea who they are. No idea. And they just go, hi, how are you? And it's like, because they know everything about me, right?
Yeah.
They know I've got new nail polish. They know, they know everything about me because I'm an open book. So it's just one of those things that I think is a great tool. And I think friending more people on Facebook should be your number one priority. Second to calling and talking to your clients and making sure that they know that you're here, and then actually asking them. So people that I don't know. As people come into your world, they're going to be talking about losing weight. They're going to be talking about getting healthy. Would you do me a favor? Would you put us in contact with each other? Would you grab their email address and say, my health coach would be happy to give you a call or send you an email. And would you get their information and pass it along for me? Or suggest us as friends on Facebook, and I'll take it from there. We have to ask. If we don't ask, it won't happen. It doesn't magically happen. And that wow factor of losing weight, if it has to be a significant amount of weight, but after it's been a while, right, Blake? After it's been a while, people start to forget what you look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those.
I don't forget what I look like.
Me neither.
Like.
Well, I did. I forgot. I hadn't seen. Yeah, it's amazing to find old pictures. Okay, I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to talk to you guys and see what's happening out there. See if you have any questions. Anything about anything that I talked about, Pam? Anything about anything that I talked about tonight?
You mentioned that this is being recorded and I'll be able to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a link for that?
Yeah, I'll put it in Team Schmidt. I have to wait until the call is over, and then it has to process. It goes through a little process, and then I have to upload it to YouTube, and then I'll put it on Team Schmidt. I'll put the link on Team Schmidt.
Okay.
Take about a half an hour.
Okay. That sounds good.
Good question. How about you, Blake? Anything else? Anything we talked about that you have questions of?
No. I think you covered everything. Just to talk about social media, I've started using Instagram like crazy, and much more than I used to. And there are so many Shape for Life coaches out there. You just gotta hashtag that, and they just start popping up. And,
yep. There's 14,000 in the United States. I mean, we're out there, and for me, I don't hashtag Take Shape for Life. I hashtag Gwen's clients. I do hashtag Gwen's clients, and I do hashtag Getting Healthy Together, which is the name of my company. That's what I do.
Well, when I started looking, I was exploring, and I typed in Take Shape for Life, and everything. All these people started popping.
Yep. And it's great stuff to see on Instagram to give you ideas of what to do. It's just great stuff. Jamil from Southern California, a presidential director, he's the one who taught me 2 years ago in San Diego. He taught me how to do Instagram. And he told me that I needed to get up early in the morning and post on Instagram first thing. Because people get up and get ready for work and they check their Instagram and then they're done. So that's what I do. My post in the morning is before 6 o'clock. I walk the dog, I come home, and I've already planned my post from the night before what I'm going to post. Whether it's going to be a picture or it's going to be a saying or a funny joke or I need my coffee and I look at what I've put on Instagram. and I plan it so that when I get up in the morning, I'm not fiddling around. I have it ready. I save the picture on my phone. I go on to Instagram. I put it on Instagram, and I click, and I'm on Twitter too. I do Twitter and Facebook at the same time. Now, let me tell you, when you do it from Instagram and you post your post, when it goes to Facebook, it only goes to your friends.
Okay.
So make sure you go back into Facebook immediately and click that little friend shadow and make it the globe
Okay.
for all. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Social media it's crazy. And then look around. You know, if you're, whatever you're doing, if you're at a kid's show, or if you're doing a dirty run or a mud run or a color run or something, hashtag color run, and then go to color run and find people that are doing it, and find someone that looks fun or close to your age, or I don't know what. Go and click on them, and then click on their name and go to them and look at their pictures. This is very purposeful. Again, that's how I find Instagram friends. I go to somebody that I'm interested in, and I like 2 or 3 of their pictures. And as soon as I like 2 or 3 of their pictures in their Instagram, they friend request me on Instagram. So search by hashtag, and make it general, things that you like. I don't know. I think I did coffee, and I've done Labradors, and I've done, things that, because it's fun. Because if somebody's got a little lab puppy or a lab dog like I have, again, it's something that fills my cup. When I'm looking at Instagram, I get to see their lab puppies, and that's been really fun for me. And there's been, different people I don't know, just different stuff. But be purposeful about that as you're learning it, and that's how your followers will come. Social media is amazing. Honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing. If you're not afraid of it, and you don't think that, they're out to put a chip in your neck if you're on it, so they can barcode scan you, it's all good. Who joined us on the telephone?
Larissa.
Hi, Larissa.
Hi.
Okay.
I spaced it.
Oh,
And I
I'm
was
recording.
trying
I'm recording. It's okay. Lots of people call us traveling, and Cynthia's working, and Katie's working. It's busy. We are not going to have a team call next week, although we are going to open dialogue here. So as everybody watches this video in Team Schmidt, we're going to open some dialogue, and we're going to specifically talk about client calls, a client support call for our Way We Go. And I'm going to be posting the new challenge information in there also. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? All right. It's 7:40. We've been on for 40 minutes. I don't want to be longer than that. So I'm going to hang up. If you need me, or you have any questions about anything, feel free to call me or message me, and we can talk on the side. But I'm going to go ahead and post this, and I won't see your faces until after Christmas. So have a very, very, very Merry Christmas. And I love you all and appreciate you all.
All right.
Okay?